if you're going to shoot 3-gun, you have to have a Batman utility belt. You got to have pistol mag pouches, AR mag pouches, holsters, shotgun shell caddies. Some guys have hooks for their ears and all kinds of different things. We're going to talk a little bit about how we set ours up and why.
Yeah, sure. So the first thing you guys are going to want to find, whether it's a 1-piece or 2-piece, is a super rigid belt. There's a lot of good ones out there. I think I happen to be running a Blade Tech right now. So good rigid belt, that's number one.
What we like is a two-layer belt, basically. So your inner layer is a fuzzy Velcro belt that holds your pants up. And then this, as you see, there's Velcro on the inside the whole way around this belt that actually Velcros to it. So you can remove your whole gear belt without worrying about your pants falling down or
unbuckling something.
Unbuckling or feeding through your belt loops and that kind of thing. So that's a great feature to think about having.
Number two is you got to have a way to feed your guns. Again, a lot of choices out there. I'm just going to tell you what I got running here. I have some Magic Mountain aluminum and steel spring insert shell caddies. I'm running the shell caddies up front right now. There's a lot of different ways to feed a shotgun. This is one. One of the things I like about the shell caddies is the fact that they allow you to go prone without running the risk of, or running less of a risk of bobbling your ammo or losing some of it.
I'm actually running some homemade jobs that a good friend of mine, Jimmy Oliver out of Georgia, had made out of Kydex, and they're actually very great design and very smooth. The middle flap here, as you see, is spring loaded, so it pushes pressure forward on the shells, and the little lip here makes sure that the shells don't pop out while I'm running. That's very important when you're choosing some shell caddies, is make sure that they hold the shells nice and tight, so that while you're running they don't fly out, but at the same time too it's easy and nice and smooth to be able to pull all 4 of them out at the same time. What Jimmy had added for me on the back of these is Blade Tech locks. What I like these a lot because it allows me to, well, the whole belt's modular at that point, and so it allows me to remove or apply shell caddies as needed. Some stages you only need 1, some stages you need 6.
And you can slide these.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, if you got to get another extra inch out of that or a ½ inch, you can, if you can slide these, it's nice to be able to shove them down and get them to where you need them to be.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm running an AA setup for my pistol mags. Those have adjustable tension. They're also universal in the sense that you can change it out for single stack or double stack or whatever.
To be honest with you, I just modified a cheap job that I had laying around the house just so that it would go on this belt. And it holds my mags just as any other magazine pouch would hold them. So I just use that and slide it back and forth as I need room for my shell caddies. The rifle mag pouch, I think, is a Brownell's rifle mag pouch that's got Blade Tech on it as well.
And I'm running a Blade Tech AR pouch right now. And basically, I'm also running a G-code setup over here on the right. G-code holster. This is just a level 2 retention. And the thing that I also like about the G-code setup is that there's a quick change system on it. So if I do want to either move the position or remove this for a stage that isn't shooting a pistol, then I can do that without having to disassemble my whole belt.
I like a level 3 holster. Anytime you're shooting 3-gun, there's a lot of running around, a lot of diving, a lot of going prone, and what I like to have know for a fact that my pistol's not coming out of here. It is a match DQ if you lose, at a lot of matches, if you lose your pistol. So as soon as you come out of contact or out of control of a firearm and it hits the ground, you're out. The maybe quarter of a second that I'm sacrificing having a level 3 versus a level 1, I'm okay with. Over a 130-second stage, it's not a big deal. It's all about sacrifice. Am I willing to sacrifice the possibility of getting DQ'd out of my control over a ½ second draw time? I'm not, so I use a level 3. The other thing that I did, it's actually a Blackhawk holster, and G-code, as Tyler's got on there, makes these wheels that are modular. So I took the Blackhawk plate that G-code makes and installed it onto my Blackhawk holster, and I put the wheel, the drop leg wheel from G-code on here, so I can do the same thing he does. We can actually switch holsters or switch pistols too. So if I have to use his pistol, if my pistol goes down in a match and I have to borrow his, no big deal. I just click his holster onto my rig.
The last thing I think that I wanted to mention is there's a lot of guys out there that are shooting 3-gun that are law enforcement or military or private security or whatever it is that your job is. Make 3-gun as applicable as possible to your lifestyle and your philosophy of use. If you guys are duty officers and you're running your pistol mag pouches up front, go to competition and run your pistol mag pouches up front. The reason that my shell caddies are here, and the reason my pistol mags, my rifle mags are over here, is because that's the way I train for 3-gun. It's the way I shoot at 3-gun, and it's also the way I train if we're doing some kind of defensive shooting course or combat shooting course. Put stuff where it makes sense. If you have a stage that doesn't have shell caddies included in it, don't go ahead and bump your pistol mags all the way up front and change the way your muscle memory works and is used to working. That's one more way that we can build a crossover between combat and defensive shooting and competition shooting, is by trying to keep consistent muscle memory.
If you guys have any questions on 3-gun gear, rifles, pistols, if it's something that we don't know, I definitely have access to guys that will know the answer to it, so don't hesitate to hit us up. You can contact us at the shop here on the phone, or tech support at samson-mfg.com.
You guys can leave a comment below this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as usual. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media stuff.
That's horrible.
Damn, I knew I was.
Could you see my eyes shift to the right?
Just start this video.
Yeah, that's funny.